Okay, lobby's up.
Yep, the stream should be up as well. Just bear with it until it actually loads in. We're ready before the game is. Right, here we go. Hello everyone, welcome to Nhrl Racing League Division 2, round 18 of the championship. We're here in Suzuka, Japan. I'm with Taze, Leroy and Pitch Black. How are we both doing? Sorry, I don't know what's up with me today. How are we doing and what do we think of Japan?
Connor having a mini stroke there.
It's a long day at work.
Yeah. We're all tired. Japan, it's gonna be a pretty good race. Japan's always shows a pretty good racing. Division 1 was a pretty crazy race by itself. A lot of switching, safety cars. Expect no different here. Tire strategy is gonna be pretty interesting since medium tires do tend to have a favorable strategy around this track, and qualifying is gonna be pretty interesting, I'd say.
Yeah, I'm good. In terms of Japan, I like the track to drive, but in terms of like league racing, I absolutely despise it. Yeah, I agree with what Chris said this. I mean, Japan, it can offer up good racing and it can offer up chaotic racing, but it's not exactly like a track for overtaking per se. So I mean, hopefully, Digitize is going good actually.
Yeah, main reason for that lower overtaking is because of the biggest straight on the track. The end of it has a corner that's basically flat out, and DRS through there is basically asking for suicide. So that's one of the main reasons. But you still see moves down there every now and again. But if you're gonna get past someone, it's gonna be a pretty spectacular move around this track. So I'm looking forward to it anyways. It might get boring at some parts, but overall, I still think it'll be a rather good race.
Yeah, it'd be pretty good because Japan, it's an old school circuit. It's been on the F1 calendar since mid to early 80s, I believe, and you can kind of tell because it's been carved into its local landscape. There's not a lot of runoff, and not really a lot of margin for error, particularly in the first sector. Been riding board with Carps for the outlap. We're going to ride on board with James. And wait, who's that in front? Is that a racing? Avalanche. Yeah, we're on board with Avalanche then for the first final lap.
Pretty nicely.
Yeah, he's going to the S's. Toughest part of the track, in my opinion.
It's just this corner. If you clip that inside, you're in the gravel. If you clip the outside grass, you end up on the left side barrier.
Yeah.
Japan, that car looks pretty balanced, to be honest.
It does.
Really good setup.
I mean, Avalanche always looked pretty balanced. I've never really seen him like on the limit. Just like he's always been like a really smooth driver. Every time I've seen him. Japan's one of those tracks. It's almost like Monaco, actually, as in you don't really race there for like the racing itself, but just like the fact that you're there. It's like a classic, you know. And just watching the cars, like, with all the aerodynamics they have go through that S section, almost it's impossible. But somehow they make it possible.
It's not really, I don't think anyone nowadays expects overtakes in the S's unless if there's a mistake. It's more or less hold on to your car and make sure you don't hit anything.
Nah, I'm just talking about them going through the S's by themselves. It's pretty fantastic, just how much grip they have.
Yeah,
Avalanche back across the line. First time of the day.
7-8.
27.
Where will James go? 29.3. Left some time on the table. Carps P3.
Pretty competitive lap time there, I'd say.
Should be one of the runners. I believe that's a Raceway. Should be next. So no, he's already crossed. He's gone P2, and there's Twonk in P2.
Dylan. There's Paul.
Yeah, sorry, losing track of people. Collins to the line.
His way up. Reese is the next one, picking the inside.
Oh, pole! Look at that. 27.6.
Top 3 covered within 3/10. That's really
I
not
do
bad
expect
from all.
pole to be a like mid to high 26. I think that's a realistic pole position time.
Though it is also good to remember that everyone beyond the top 3 are on medium tires, so that could be an explanation why.
Here comes Moja, he goes
Not
P8,
bad.
so it's
P9. Some
How would you
okay
remember
time
that?
from Noja and his teammate Pids and Valde, or is he just?
Oh,
Oh my
someone's
god!
off track. That's
Yep.
Noja.
Oh my god! He's got his teammate coming through. So where is Pids? He did set a time, but I think it was invalid.
Almost the inside curve.
Oh,
Oh, Noja went off track to avoid his teammate there.
Gravity now, I just call it gravity that they come to spoon. Again, an overtake is possible into spoon, but I mean, you have to be almost fully alongside with the car. If you try and go from anywhere behind,
Yeah.
you're gonna.
Charlie's about to start this lap, so if you mind, I'm gonna do a nice onboard lap with him, shall we not?
can do. I'll run board with Charlie
Yep.
as soon as Gravity is cross line. He's just coming through the chicane.
Not a bad one. Could use a bit more the inside curve, but still not a bad. Gravity, he'll be the fastest coming. No, it won't be actually race one. This last time we reached by Charlie there, coming through the S section.
Yeah.
No, I reckon
Um,
Gravity can go a hell of a lot faster than that.
Yeah. Then again, the medium tires are about a second slower compared to the softs, but honestly, I'd rather be in P6 with a medium tire than in P2 with a soft tire. So
The thing is, the tyre strategy, I swear you can do Japan one stop soft to medium. I mean, it's
no, it's actually a soft to hard strategy.
okay.
But the
Well-
hards suck around the track, so it's not worth it.
Yeah, but it's 27 laps. It's the same race distance as Monza. I don't. Well, in my head at least, it should be. I've done it before as well. I've managed to do a one stop. It was quite difficult, but a one stop is possible.
Well, I mean, if you take away the S section, it could be possible, but that it's that first sector that just destroys the rear tires and even front tower. It just destroys the tires in general.
I'm
And
expecting
that
good
just
things from
messes
Charlie
up
here because his teammates just gave him a toe into 130R.
He lost there with spoon, so it won't be.
He's on the mediums.
He
Oh, that's
lost
good. That's
there
good
with
on the mediums.
And I saw his mistakes. He could definitely probably go ahead of Avalanche.
He is the quickest time on the mediums. So
That's a really good lap on the mediums.
Yeah, the two hasses on that. Mate, where did he ended up finishing P6 after penalties and all last week. So still a very good result, but he has his teammate ahead of him.
Oh, that's
Yes
not good
section.
for that section. Oh,
Yeah,
you can see that. You can see the dirty air there. You can honestly see all the drag it's creating. The section.
I haven't said that with the pair of them after Russia. I mean, both cars finished in the points. I mean, as a team, especially fast, they're on 30 points now. They're pulling away from the bottom of the table. I believe they're still ninth, but a third of the points the Haas boys have scored was at the previous race. So onwards and upwards, I guess, really.
I mean, you can see like the likes of May FJW, Carps, Tonk especially. You can see like they're improved. Obviously, I know that a lot of them are new to the
Carps is off.
So yeah, oh man, just speak, just like speak. F1
Yeah, I can see that on the mini-map.
Yeah, I just carried too much speed into one of the S's and understeered off the track.
Mate, cross the line. It's gonna be 9. Not bad, huh?
I don't know. A lot of medium tire runners.
Well,
The thing is, if they all work together and go into mediums, they'll have the advantage over all the soft tire runners.
I reckon we'll see soft. I'm not sure on soft as it in.
is anyone
think we'll-
on the lap? Who's going to be next starter flying lap? This one the Red Bulls, I think. Oh no, Twonk.
FJW is on one.
No, Twonk. I'm going to run board with Twonk then for a lap.
So,
Okay, Twonk. Into the X session. Pretty much every corner here is a repeat of each other.
Well,
Just
his best time
Pull up the
at
throttle.
28.4 was on the mediums. This is his first stint on the softs.
okay.
Well, I wouldn't do that if I were him, in my opinion. I think it's
would.
worth it to steal the mediums.
Well, just over 1.5 seconds up, just considering if you're using the inside curve. You can run wide a little bit and use some of the outside curve, which is not to do. Now, with the hairpin, you want to take a tight line.
It
Yeah, you
is
actually want to go wide here. So
yeah, it doesn't
the
use all
wide
the
line's
track
actually
there.
better on that hairpin because you get less rear oversteer exiting the corner.
It's one of the corners where if you take too much of a tight line, you just lose exit speed.
Yeah. It's it's like almost banked in a way.
Yeah.
Where like you just lose it all, just turning in.
4 tenths up, this will put him ahead of Charlie. Remember, Charlie's time was on soft, so you can probably go quicker.
Mine Twonk is he throws up a surprise here and then from
Yeah, he definitely does.
1 lap qualifying.
Where's he in the championship exactly?
Not in the top 4, I know that much.
P3.
Well, he's definitely a top 4 contender. I'll say that.
Oh, no, just crash.
Hold up, where's he done that? He's done that in Degner 2.
Yeah, he's crashed under the bridge.
I reckon he's gone very wide.
At least he got a time on.
Yeah, I reckon he's just gone wide on the outside race where he's on there. I reckon, well, with the way it's going, he's the only challenger really in the DXS in the championship. So as soon as he comes, speaking of DXS, he has like a set of time on it. I didn't
Yeah, he's still in the pit lane.
He normally leaves it quite late anyway.
Yeah, I think he just leaves it for the mediums at the end.
Race goes even faster. That is a satisfying point. Raceway.
Someone make sure James has invites to rejoin. He's just lagged out. Carp's pulling himself into P10.
Raceway is living off for the 5 tenths up in first sector.
I really want to ride on board with Collins. Because on softs, he's absolutely ragging that Mercedes for the first sector.
He's taking James 2 spoiling bits.
Gonna get hindered here. No, he's out of the way. Perfect.
Yeah, Raceway, here he comes through. Yeah.
Ooh, he broke a bit much there, I feel.
There we go. I hope he's not going to like keep, lagging in and out because that's just going to cause problems again. Raceway gone pole.
Wow, that's a really good lap.
With his fierce, I thought you actually might go pole better a bit more, but Kids is on the lap now. He's coming through the final chicane.
His DXS, he's running out of time to get a lap in.
Pids goes P6.
Oh wow! Oh my god. Yeah, I keep forgetting how good Pids is off 1 lap pace as well. He's not a bad driver.
Collins is 1 second up.
I think he's a bit too much on the limit. He was always on the limit, and that causes a lot of incidents in the race. But he still has really good potential, in my opinion.
Collins is over a second up on his time.
Yes. Not using the inside. I mean, he does P9.
Only P9.
Yeah, that was interesting though. He didn't need to fight when Charlie's walking on that. You're getting people on the final laps. Charlie was very wide. Doesn't invalidate, but that's gonna hinder his lap. He's down on his lap. Remember that his lap was on the mediums. Collins is retired for a second. So
Collins has crashed.
It's a yes.
They've collected each other.
Oh. Both teammates got each other down.
Yeah, I don't. Well, they didn't hit each other. I think Collins has gone into the wall, or if he was still on the track, and Dylan.
Well, I'm going with the DXS just doing his out. I can see him.
Charlie's on the lap, so I'm watching him.
Oh, sorry.
Spoon.
I can see it. No, I've only just missed it. Sorry.
Yeah,
he was on board with Charlie.
Is Charlie going to be up? He's up by 5/10, so.
Yeah, his teammate helped him again with a tow. And it worked last time, it should be even better with the soft tyres. And after this we'll jump down to DXS after this. P3.
P3, okay.
Exactly. A couple of times. He knows where he lost that time as well.
Yeah, it was 3
if he's got enough fuel, he can go again, as long as he stays out on track. A bit too late now to...
Wait, so every driver's on the soft tires, is that right?
Yes. I believe so now, yeah. apart from
DXS.
DXS, who was on the mediums.
Well, I think we should be on board with DXS to see how his lap goes, because
I am.
this could be a big moment.
Oh yeah, he's only on that lap. Anyone else on a lap who's about to finish?
And no one's about to finish. FJW is on the lap, but
Oh, we're on board with FJW then. Well, no, who was that other house? No, he's on that lap. Yeah, I'll just stick with DXS. Oh, he's not the best.
Okay.
Straight.
He's winding up the corner.
Championship leader.
So, first turn is 2 turns in 1. Gotta brake rather late to still keep the car turned in from the corner. He's done that beautifully. Now going through the X section, you're setting up each corner for the other corner.
Oh, he's gone a bit slow.
He's a bit hesitant there, but he's still carrying good amounts of time. Through the Williams out of the way, he's taking a bit of a tight line. That might affect him a bit. Down through the next corners, he goes a bit wide.
Killed the brake mark from there. There's no track.
Goes nice and wide, no validation.
It's been a little bit hesitant on this after the excess so far, but it's not been a bad one.
Good exit. He seems a bit nervous almost.
I mean, I think he just wants to get the lap and win this. I don't blame him.
Yeah. Turns in. That's a pretty good turn in. Continue the corner. That's very nice. Taking a spoon there. Just 3 corners left. Flat out, as always. Later braking, turns it in. Get on the power. Hold the inside line. Hold the speed.
Good lap. And
That is not a bad lap at all on the mediums, even with
and he could have
the
gone
amount of
a lot
times.
faster,
Yeah, the amount of times he ran wide. How look how much he's only missed out by P4.
Jesus.
Wow.
Even
He's
then,
gonna like that,
like,
especially on the medium tires.
One more temp that would have been P3, 2 temps P2. Yeah.
Which you probably gained, right?
Yeah, he lost about, I'd say, 3/10 in the first sector, so.
I'd say overall he lost about half a second, which is probably what he needed for pole.
Either way, he's on the mediums. I'd be happy myself with that lap on the medium tires.
Anyway, I think we've got one of the Hasses about across the line.
That's FJW.
Yeah, he's slower.
He's just not spin, he's on the medium, but yeah, it isn't good enough. He's down by 2 tenths, unless he can get a final sector.
Definitely possible.
Yeah, okay, we love it. Our time is pushed again.
Well, what's he doing?
Ah, no, that's game over.
Yeah, he's giving up, I feel.
Who's going to be the next one? Is it James? Well, James is up by 4 tenths.
Yeah, just ignore our timing screens because they're glitched.
With 4 tenths, you can go up to P6 at least.
James.
Purple sector 2.
Very good lap from James here. Here he comes. Out of the chicane. This is going to be a good lap, I think.
P4!
Oh! Lovely. What a lap. That's a very good lap. Here comes
Very nice
Tonk
lap.
though. Tonk is 3 tenths up.
3/10, so that could seal him for a really good finish.
Yep.
Will he be a late lap hero?
As he always seems to be, Plonk across the line with a Haas in the wall. Plonk
P3.
goes P3. Reese, I think Reese is exactly equal this time is what it says, so.
FJW to line. Don't believe he's improved.
No. Avalanche,
Here comes Reese.
he's up by 5
Reese.
tenths.
Ah, slower for Reese.
Avalanche is up by 5 tenths.
Here he comes. Where will this be for Avalanche? It is
P2.
P2. Raceway is on pole.
That's very nice.
It will be Carps as the last one. So Raceway again taking points off this championship. Right, but DXS done an 820 meters to take. Carps is validated, so there you go. There is Chloe. There in Japan.
Raceway is really showing off in the second half of the season. He's really grown as a driver, I feel.
Yeah, it was a bit of a downturn at the end of the European start the flyaway races, but he's pulling it back together now. Maybe a little too late almost.
And knowing Kim, he's always been doing better in the races, so.
Yeah.
But I'd be worried about the excess in that medium tire.
Yeah, again, with those races where both Renaults were struggling, it was wet, so maybe they just prefer the dry.
Yeah. DXS is going to be really fun to watch in this race, I feel. He has a complete different strategy to everybody around him. And knowing Kim, he completely cuts through the field on any type of tire, so.
By the looks of it, mate's starting on his rims in P10. Right, yeah, Raceway on pole position for Renault, claiming 2 points for himself and the constructor. Avalanche P2 for Racing Point ahead of Reese, P3 for Red Bull. Yeah, razor thin between the pair of them.
Yeah, I'm impressed to say that the gap from Raceway to P10 was only 8 tenths.
Yeah, but
that's rather good, actually.
But DXS down in P8. I just hope his own race pace is going to be enough to claw it back.
Well,
you know it is. Don't even act like you doubt him.
Well, that's not what I'm saying. What I mean is, remember what happened in Russia? He ended up getting stuck behind. I believe it was one of the Red Bulls. Correct me if I'm wrong. Had a bit of wing damage and he had to settle for P4.
Like, I'm calling it, if there's no safety car, when the soft tire runners come in for their tires, I feel he's going to pull out some crazy
I will make my claim. And my claim is that because, just thinking of it, he'll be on, because it's going to be very tough for him to do medium soft, so I can do the medium hard. He'll be on fresher hard. The nature of this track, it's a pain to overtake. I reckon he'll get stuck behind someone with better straight line speed than him, and he's not going to get past. There's more.
We'll have to see. It's a good tire strategy there.
No one in hard, that tiny bit suspicious.
The full race grid then, Raceway on pole position for Renault ahead of Avalanche P2. Front row start for Racing Point. It's still got to overall outscore Renault. I mean, Renault did really well at Russia, but it still could have been better for both teams, Renault and Racing Point. Red Bull were really in a good shout today. P3 and 4 for those guys. Charlie dropping down to P3 in the championship now because Raceway actually overtook him after winning in Russia. James Killer P6 for Williams will be hopefully within reach of a podium. I think the only way you could probably get it though, if I'm honest, is if track limits come into play for some people. FR Dillon P7 for Mercedes, he's ahead of championship leader DXS P8 for Racing Point. Pids, underrated qualifying performance considering his competition. It's P9 for McLaren. He's ahead of Mate P10 for Haas, but Mate's race pace is a lot better than his qualifying pace. Gravity P11, the Ferrari driver, couldn't really get it together, but he's starting the race in the mediums. He's ahead of Collins. He's going to want to be absolute fire off the start on those soft tyres. He's got Carps behind him, starting P13. He's ahead of FJW and Noja P15, with Infinity rounding out the grid in P16.
Yeah, so, actually, I'm just going to say right now, DXS, because Dylan is not the driver who will fight you, so I reckon Dylan could be a thorn in DXS's backside. We'll have to wait and see.
Big.
Oh my god, what's going to happen for VP?
Yeah, it's just like they all had to slow down into the happy zone.
Their power chance will stay the same, and they don't change. I don't think they're going to
It's gonna be pretty crazy the first lap. Maybe we'll see a car trying to go through the S's side by side on the first lap.
Just some breaking news in the F1 camp. Kevin Magnussen is now a dad.
Aww. That's nice.
He had a little girl on Monday.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, okay, wait, restart.
Red lights. It's good to go home. I'll take you sideways, so I'm getting ready to go now.
Oh, Infinity,
it's
no!
Aw.
Oh, it's out.
Jesse, if you're gonna jump the start, you might as well just floor it.
It's a good
Oh, it's
start.
3 wide,
Avalanche
it's
has
3
been
wide.
caught.
Got three in the
Red
bed.
Bulls.
Oh,
Oh no!
Oh my god.
long.
Doesn't look too bad.
Oh my god, it's 3 wide. Down to DS. Oh,
Here we go.
Dylan's by the side with
my
Avalanche.
God.
Oh,
Avalanche
there's
is
a
off.
racing point on the grass.
That's
Which one's that?
Avalanche.
That's yep.
Avalanche doing his best impressive racing point one more on. Basically got a
Cops
very
to
good
span.
back.
Oh my god,
Yep, he's off.
that's horrific.
Watch yourself, Max. Don't
Mate,
put it
not
on anyone.
really sure why you're gonna drive your nose
Oh,
coming into
into
the barrier.
Tegna, why is... Okay, anyway, what's the way at the front? Raceway is meeting from East Pump, trying to, I don't know.
All things considered, a really clean start by everybody. Only 2
Most people
cars
do,
in
right?
an incident.
Apart from Avalanche, like I said, becoming a racing point one now.
Yeah, by the looks of
I mean-
it, I don't know if he was pushed off, but all I
Maybe he
saw
just
was
understeered.
he just went off on
Yeah.
his own. Right, who are we going to watch? I'm on board with James because he's making life
Yes.
hell for Dylan.
Here we go,
Be a
into
move
130
with heavy
yards.
braking.
No, he won't do it here, but Dylan kicking up some dirt. Oh.
Okay,
Oh, go on, James,
No.
send
send
it.
it, go on.
It was a close call.
Did you activate object race? No.
Raceway's already breaking away quite a bit.
Collins is behind DXS.
That's a sentence I wouldn't be saying in a while.
Yeah,
Yes, I thought.
what I also won't be saying is that he's actually catching him.
Oh yeah, he's on the
Definitely
faster tire
is, yeah.
compound right now.
Gravity and FJW as well, pretty close. Got loads of little mini battles going on, but no major battle that I think we can really stick with. Charlie closing up on Twan.
Right now I'm in the battle with 4th and 3rd. So
Yeah, same.
it's a close one there.
Oh, DXS almost got a run on James if it happened.
Yeah, the whole
I'm
top 7 are pretty close to each other.
gonna stay with.
Stay with Charlie. James has dropped off a little bit.
Yeah, it's just keep an eye from 5th to 8th because I reckon in about
Yeah,
2 or 3
I'm
laps
looking very
that fight
closely.
it's really gonna heat up.
James
I
is
have
getting
my
a good
eye.
run.
I'm on DXS's armboard right now. Have the best view of the whole thing.
Here comes DXS. He's gaining.
DXS could have a run here actually.
He's gaining. He's gaining.
Oh,
In overtake to the outside for the chicane. Gonna go a long way round. He goes around the
He's got
outside
it.
chicane. Brilliant move by DXS.
Ooh, but I think James might have another run maybe.
James is gonna actually overtake.
Maybe.
He's gonna go for it. He's activating it.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
To the
come on.
He's pulled to the inside.
That's shocking.
There we go.
Cameron. Come on,
Turn
game.
one. He makes the move stick on James.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
one of the
hell,
brakes.
Punk gets past Reese. I don't know if that was orchestrated or if that was just Reese making a mistake.
See Dylan kicking up more dirt. Oh no, that's
Trying
Reese. He's got a problem at the back of his car. I think his
The
rears
tyres
are
are
slightly.
starting to
Yeah,
overheat.
the rears are starting to go already.
They do overheat quickly. Leaving it among their own position. Raceway is absolutely bolted away in fairness to him. Reese runs wide into Dagna 2. Charlie with a run up out round the outside of the hairpin. He's gonna go for this.
Ooh, he's in.
He has
more.
balls to do this, I'll give him
Come
that.
on,
On
no.
the outside, he gets a good run. On the curb though, didn't
Could it be around Spoon maybe?
This is
Probably.
great
Are
try.
we,
Activating
are we
overtake.
going to see sending spoon? No, maybe.
No, he's not. Oh, he runs
Ah,
It was
wide.
no.
wide actually.
Dylan's
Oh,
gonna
no,
steal
Dylan
the
has
inside
it.
now,
Yeah,
surely.
it's completely out of shape going into spoon. Just drop the ball a little bit.
Yeah.
He did, yeah.
DXS can have another run on James here.
Here we go. Into the chicane. He's going.
Yeah. James just needs to
Up
cover the
ahead.
middle of the track.
No, he's back
Oh
down.
my god, look at
that
these.
was-
Charlie, oh my god, down the inside he goes. James doesn't get the DRS off these lot. They're after him then. Let's put it the DRS now, we won't. They're all in the same.
Collins and DXS
Oh,
side by
Collins.
side.
Oh, Collins.
Collins is overtaking
Oh,
DXS.
Mm.
That's already quote of the season.
What would we call
It's
this
definitely
series?
surprising.
If I'm honest, I've not really been paying
Oh,
attention
DXS?
for awards
Ooh,
night.
yes,
Oh no,
yes.
Yellow Flats Carps has had a moment at Spoon. It's got to feel horrific at those, like the second part of the S's, because that's dirty S Nhrl.
Yeah. Oh, DXS.
Rocket Collins, on the walk ahead, we have a four-way fight between Reese, Dylan, Charlie, and James on the back of these one as well.
For DXS's sake, at what point would you say the mediums start working?
Lap 10, I'd say.
Well, in terms
Not
of the
earlier.
start dying around lap 7, probably.
James has done the same as Charlie the lap before.
And so did Reese as well. Reese is
DXS.
doing right up his jumps, and
Over
there we go.
Collins for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a really good exit out of Spoon for DXS.
Here we go,
Ah,
Charlie,
just
catching Lily. He's going for it,
Oh.
to the outside,
No.
he's gonna go for the chicane.
Can't go
Please
anywhere.
get on the track.
If Reese
Just
weren't
grab
there,
the
I
better
reckon
exit.
he would have gone for it.
Here we go again. Are we gonna see it? Maybe a 3-wide moment into T1. There's the yellow flag that
There's
is.
a McLaren.
Oh, Collins has passed DXS almost.
Then the outside goes Dylan into turn 1. He goes wide. He gets the penalty. Goes very wide. Not only try to take the inside.
There's him backing on the exit as well.
Hey, Collins is back
Oh
past
my god,
DXS.
DXS.
Collins is back, yeah.
Yellow flag, that was
DXS.
for Nojo.
Yes.
I think he ran wide through
I wonder. I
130
wonder if
yard.
Pit and Gravity made contact because they were near each other when he went off. I don't know.
Well, Dylan, first penalty of the day. Can't say that.
Yeah. Here comes Charlie. He gets a good exit. Out with dignity.
Oh, come
Is he
on,
gonna
just
send
use
it?
overtake.
Danny
Come on.
Ricciardo send. What? That's a brilliant move.
Very nice.
He had to send it if he wants to go after Tom. DXS and Collins again.
Well, who said there was no overtaking in Japan? Come on.
That may have been me.
Call it.
Oh, he
DXS
got it
passed
done before the
Collins.
corner. Brilliant.
Oh, Reese
Collins
was
is
wide.
wide.
Oh, Dylan hits Reese.
Oh my god.
Oh my god,
okay.
here comes DXS. He's going to gain 3 positions. He gets James.
DXS is in 4th place now.
That was Dylan. He's trying to
That's
back
critical.
him. Thank you, Chicane. James, I reckon you might have a go at.
I don't know, I think the softs at this point, they're not going to be
Yeah.
at the best.
Here comes Collins again. He's going for it on James.
Jesus, Collins! Oh my god.
Come on, man.
This guy is going off this race.
Goes wide in turn 1. This for no James. They cut
Oh.
the inside. Oh my god, James almost lost it.
And now Gravity's passed. Where did Gravity come from? What?
The
Out of nowhere.
The mediums entering optimal.
I think he comes from Ireland.
No, I mean, where did he come from in the race? He started like, what, 11th?
Go for the Collins though. He's put it out. He's put it out. He's put it in a good fight.
Yeah. Gravity's up 5 positions. He started in 11th.
So what actually happened with Dylan and Reese? Because I barely caught it.
Yeah, me neither.
It was into the second part of Spoon. Dylan broke himself. He tapped Reese. It was a small tap, but it was enough to spin around.
Yeah,
Oh,
really
one
sensitive.
of those.
Oh, the excess. Goes right at Spoon. He seems to have
Oh,
not running
come on,
wide
Collins. He's
now. James, you
got
can't
all
go
that shit.
for it. Is it James, and overthink, here we go. He's gonna go, oh my god, go on, James.
It's gonna be a bit crazy here.
We're going to have 3 wide into 130R.
No,
No.
I'm not.
Oh!
Gravity made the move.
Surgical
But yeah,
precision there.
impressive. Collins, he's gonna send it. He's sending it.
James is too hesitant. He just needs to go for it and stay with him. Just costing himself
He's letting
time.
them fight it off. He's letting them fight, and
Here comes
standing back
Collins.
with the horn.
And this moves right outside of turn 1. It's almost out of your rest. He's gonna go for it.
Oh!
He is.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
I'm just using James as a
Jesus
cameraman.
Christ.
Oh god.
This battle's interesting.
I'm just waiting for someone
Forget
to
what I said
get in
about no overtaking at this track.
Yep,
Forget me.
you're welcome.
Shush. The excess burning and trying to get my 1.6. James.
Ooh, James might have.
No,
Nah, he can't.
no,
Come on.
he was sensible to back out of that one.
You'd have to be a G to pull that off.
Shame really about that contact with Reese and Dylan because everyone's starting to spread out a little bit.
Did they get wing damage from it?
I don't think so.
Well, not the worst case scenario then, they're just a bit further back in the field.
Yeah, they've not pitted, but obviously lost a hell of a lot of time.
James is going from Collins, activated overtake. Here you go. Using it into 130, yeah. No, but if it's not, he wants to DRS.
Chicane inside. Oh, mate, just sent it down the inside.
He wants the DRS. This is snap.
And not a lot of confidence. Oh yeah, because he probably remembers him passing them.
Oh my god! Oh, he's bottled it. He's only gone and bottled it. Dylan,
well, he's gonna have a DRS anyway.
Charlie's in.
Charlie's in. That's alright. That's where even actually come.
Well, I'm assuming Charlie will be going on to the hards.
Yep, he's on the
20
hards.
laps.
He'll probably come out.
Or is he going to come out ahead of FJW? FJW probably won't hold him up too much. Dylan might.
So we have to keep an eye on him.
Might indeed.
I have a feeling in the next 2 laps most of the soft tire runners will come in.
Yeah, look, I'm on board with FJW. He's really struggling in the first sector. Car's barely gripping the road. Ooh. Too much curb.
You can almost feel the understeer in his car.
FJW is carrying damage.
Oh, he is.
His right outfit's gone.
Yeah, it's trying me right up this.
Yeah, come on, man. If you're carrying damage.
Oh, Charlie! Down the inside.
Big of a fight. Oh, you can hold it around the outside.
Well, he's fighting him with a damaged car. So, 10 out of 10 for effort.
Traveling on the grass into speed. Here we go.
Oh. Was that a legitimate overtake in Spoon?
Yeah, I can say that.
Right, Twonk's in.
Saying out the car and wing damage. Twonk's in, so the race is going to extend.
James is in. Owen's in.
I mean, if Raceway could, 17 laps on the mediums, is that possible?
There will be.
And last 3 laps would be absolute hell, but it might be possible.
Where will Twonk come out? Actually, we should watch this. Twonk is going to come ahead of Charlie. He is, but the gap is closed. Well, not. And obviously, and he'll be sliding around, but then probably the warm up. So I'd watch Charlie behind Twonk for this one. Get the chance. Charlie's probably more heated up, so. Probably would have penalty.
Not many penalties, surprisingly.
That's unsurprising.
Oh no.
Oh, your flag, signal 1, that's Dylan. Lost it in turn, but I haven't got any damage, so.
Yep, car's fine. Great. I'm on board with Charlie and Twonk.
Yeah, close battle, I believe.
Oh no, is it gone again?
It's gravity. Oh my god.
Where was that?
What happened there?
That was
They're both out.
spin.
Whoa, oh my god.
That was gravity. That was silly. He just came back on track, not even paying attention. This is perfect.
That looks like a monster crash right there.
That's only a VSC. Are you kidding me?
DXS is in the pit lane. Raceway's in the pit lane. Perfect pit stop scenario.
Cheap pit stop for him. Because Reese came into the pit. No. So who's... Oh, wait, see where Twonk comes out then.
Reese is in there.
Pretty sure DXS could have gone a little bit longer.
Oh, we're going. Yeah. Here comes Charlie. Charlie and Paul buses. And also
they're going to get DXS? Oh, DXS barely just ahead. But the overspeed of the Renault.
No, he won't.
It's right up his backside now. It's on though, because this is what they need. This is what Renault need to happen.
Noja up 10 places.
Yeah, he hasn't done it.
I know.
Yeah, but to be fair, it's not like he's binned it either. I reckon he's done quite well.
Yeah.
Charlie would be itching to get this overtake on DXS. Here he is.
Charlie,
look at him.
purple sector 1,
both
so
title
he's
rivals.
got some pace.
Right up
The-
his-
Charlie and DXS, they're going to be relatively the same tyre life, aren't they? Ooh, a bit closer.
Oh, I think
Oh.
Charlie got hit like twelve.
It was just a little love tap, it's fine.
Using overtake, he wants
There's
this
Mercedes in trouble.
Mercedes, that's Dylan, I believe.
Yeah, after we gone. Nothing else. Charlie, I think we're going to want this one for skiing constructors and because I mean, Raceway's the main one in Championship Challenge now.
Yeah, Charlie's been serving with ERS. I can see it.
Oh, FGW with the penalty.
Okay.
Into the chicane.
Will Charlie get ERS? He's probably gonna.
Should do.
It's critical.
The thing is he got enough ERS to really mount an attack.
Yeah.
I think he
DX's tires are pretty warm now. He has to do something quick.
Oh, here we go. He's activating the overtake. This would be.
He's on DXS defending.
As long as Charlie turns an early, he will have the inside line into turn 2, but he's not close enough.
No.
Oh my god, Twonk almost isn't home. The gap to Raceway's what 3.4 DXS is gaining. They'll flat. Oh my god, no, not your flat. Sorry, Reese. No, gets past
Yeah,
the
wow.
game. Reese gets past it.
Yeah, I just realised how tight that midfield is.
Oh my god.
Might ride on board with Avalanche for a minute.
I think Raceway's struggling with these hard tires. DXS is rapidly gaining on them. Something's up at Raceway and tires. I don't think they've warmed up. He just doesn't feel comfy on them because DXS is got the feeling in there. Apparently he's out of the 1 second window. He's back in it now.
Yeah, midfield's really close here. They're all battling for good amounts of points. Noisha has not come in, I believe, yet.
I wasn't finished score on 10 month old soft. That's impressive. I'll give her that.
Oh no, he's on the medium tires. He's been.
That Infinity, she hasn't finished it.
Oh yeah, Infinity had that drive to
No
penalty.
flag. That's Carps.
Ooh, that's Carps.
He's going over top. That's
Yeah.
the end of the S section.
Not the best race for him. DXF fastest lap.
He's on a charge. He wants this win.
Oh yeah, he's closed down by 2 seconds. Jesus.
That's what I'm saying. No flag take the 1 and 2.
It's Carps, he's struggling.
You look in the midfield, you have Reese on Moja.
I'm on board
And
with
you have-
Avalanche.
Yeah, Avalanche on Piers. Not using Moja, he goes to the inside one. Ahead.
Those guys ahead. Oh, no
Moja
Joe
goes
off
very
track.
wide. Gonna get a switch back on Reese maybe? No.
Nah, not enough room.
DXS.
Whoa.
I think DXS getting close to Raceway. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Look at the amount of time he's gaining. Getting purple in the first sector again.
Noja's struggling with his tires. DXS 1.4 seconds. Oh my god.
Well, the Nhrl is first Portuguese champion. Our first champion from outside UK and Ireland.
Oh, Avalanche.
Wasn't he?
No.
It'd be the first Portugal because obviously TJ.
Yeah. First Portugal.
Yeah.
Here comes Avalanche. He's activating. He's using it. Oh my god, he's on 2% ERS.
I'm gonna say Moja's fairly
Oh,
open
oh,
for
oh.
DRS.
Oh, he's drifting!
Oh, he's been there.
Oh. Did you see Avalanche's drift there?
Did his best impression of Tokyo Drift.
That was a literal Tokyo drift.
Well, the only benefit for him is he's still in the points from that. Just keep going.
Yeah, Avalanche just the inside curve and just held the car for the whole corner and regathered it at the end. Gravity's out.
Yeah. The one thing that Renault can hope for is that Raceway, if Benitez has them, if Raceway can hold him off, I'm not trying to control, but trying to keep making mistakes. Not just letting DXS get
I don't know if Raceway's gonna hold him off for the whole race. He's gaining rather quickly there.
Well, I mean, if you look at the fuel, DXS is in, but I mean the ERS as well. This is, from what I remember, DXS is usually the best at fuel saving, but now he's done well. And
I mean, he's just a good racer. Both DXS and Raceway are really good at race pace, in my opinion. That's why you see them heading their way through the fields.
Oh, Raceway
Oh,
almost
Raceway had a
losing it. Here we
problem.
go. This is gonna be it.
6 tenths, 5 tenths.
Yeah, he's panicking. He's just drained his ERS just to stay ahead. It might be the right thing to do here, but definitely not the right thing to do come the main straight.
Here we go.
Ooh, later braking there.
Literally has hardly anything to defend with now.
I know the feeling for Raceway when it's almost impossible to stop the car behind from catching. It's not a fun feeling to have when you can't learn.
Yeah, the last person went behind you on the same amount of tire wear you see on the DXS, I'll say that. Let's just see if Braceway can hold his own for the next, oh my god, how many laps? The next 13 laps.
He just looks so smooth for the S section.
Yeah, he's actually a pretty amazing race. His winner penalty right there. Our mate could have a chance to get past him.
As long as those guys keep getting penalties, mate could end up in 6th, possibly by the end of the race.
DXS is right on the back of Raceway.
Oh jeez. Raceway has like no ERS too. I think he's finished.
He's just making a mistake, which is very rare for him. He's panicking again, losing overtake. This is a looking. Well, that's where he's going. This is DXS is to lose.
Definitely.
Yeah, here we go. DXS gets probably to brakes later. He brakes later and just has so much more confidence.
Raceway's good at that corner. He's getting the exit he needs to stay in front. But how long will it last?
Charlie's gaining, so if it goes for a bit longer, DXS could be in a couple of us on it. Could be a bit of a pain.
It'd be nice to see three-way fight for the win here, but Raceway's falling back. Oh my, look at that. DXS just gained so much. Oh.
You know, it may be a tactical move to try and bring his teammate into this.
You just see how much DXS gains on the S's there, even with the 30 air.
Charlie is only 1.4
Nhrl mates are behind kids too.
Oh, it doesn't matter what you're doing.
Charlie with a penalty. Oh, Charlie.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna affect him for sure. Really unfortunate for him.
Could he lose the podium from that?
At the moment, yes.
Yes.
He's only 1.5 seconds ahead of
And to be fair, I'm really surprised we've gotten this far and we've not had a full-on safety car.
Yeah.
So if we had a safety car at any point now, it's just going to throw the race on its head.
You should have had one for that.
Yeah, I was really surprised that weren't.
Guys, all three drivers within 1 second of each other.
Top 3 in the championship, top 3 in the
Long's
race.
looking to join in too. It could be a four-way fight for the lead here.
This is going to be interesting.
Not only a fight for like championship position, but literal prize money as well. Pretty sure Charlie would want more earnings than his teammate this season.
Raceway needs to stop using the ARS, he's draining it, and it's just not helping him at all.
No, I reckon Charlie's done well now because he's knuckled down on that last lap.
Yeah.
Because at the start of it, he was lap previously he was 1.6 back, and now he's within half second-ish of DXS.
Well, he has the bonus. I wonder he could play second fiddle, trying to maybe get ahead of DXS.
I mean, it depends if he has the honest pace in him to pull away from Raceway and somehow overtake DXS at the same time.
Well, it's a three-way fight right now, so I'm looking forward to a nice scrap between these three. They all have the same amount of tires. Charlie's actually more one, surprisingly. They've gained more. Both of them just fighting to get out.
Yeah, I can't speak. I don't reckon any of these will give an inch because, like you said, Carter, this is for literal prize money.
Hold on a second. Look at DXS's ERS compared to Raceway's.
I've said this.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
It was a bit crazy.
It's not like I reckon DXS is kind of toying with Raceway. I think he can overtake him. He's just staying back for the time being. Save his tyres, save his ERS until last lap, maybe.
Well, I wouldn't say I wouldn't risk it on the last lap because you never know, he could make a mistake or anything.
You know what I mean.
I mean, then again,
He's saving him for later.
Just look how much he gains to DS's DXS.
Just throw him in. There we go. He's wrong. There we go.
Jesus, 2/10.
Apparently he is literally back in the accessory as well. A bunch of fast as well.
That's what Racing Point need.
Look what horse this do out.
Oh, Dylan.
Oh, Dylan.
Medium tires are really showing off.
Dylan's in P10, so that is a legitimate fastest lap at this point.
It is.
Oh no, Carps. What is he doing? Someone might want to ride on board with Carps, because I don't understand why he's struggling.
I think he was letting lead the points now. Look at this, Charlie close to the Avalanche. He's close to the Avalanche and Avalanche is the Raceway.
Avalanche? What was that?
The excess,
whatever. I just mentioned. Oh, here we go. The excess is going to go for he's still going to play with him.
He almost has 90 ERS. He is literally just saving behind him.
He's definitely saving his ERS, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
He's almost at 100.
I'm kind of hoping for a safety car just so everyone can bunch up and we can actually have a...
Oh my god, the XS gains so much to the S's.
Because he seems a lot more confident through there than Raceway is.
Surely he's built his car up for a little bit more downforce than the Renault. Probably why he's...
I can see that makes sense.
It's right, my only theory being is he's not going to be able to overtake. Well, he literally hasn't been able to overtake.
Oh, a safety car!
Full safety car.
Oh god.
Yeah, Carps has been in the first sector.
I reckon they're all soft.
Yeah, softs can make it to the end easily. Yeah, he did what Dylan did in Division 1 last week.
So it'd be interesting if we saw a driver keep out and collect first place here.
I'm saying... Like, DXS, he clearly can't overtake just with DRS and maybe rich fuel alone, so the overtake would be necessary, because it's the only way he'd be sticking behind Raceway for the time being without pure pace. Thing is, are both Renaults going to want to double stack? I mean, double stacking at the start of a safety car is preferred.
They are.
Because, you know, the moment you catch the safety car, you've still got to go round while everyone else can catch you up.
Renaults will double stack, but Charlie was at the front, huh? I think
painful to watch. Was at the front. Twonk might jump him actually, and he does.
That's what I'm saying, he will lose at the front.
Yeah, I bet to lose one place in about 10.
That's true.
I mean, he's carrying a penalty anyway, but I don't know.
Oh wait, did Charlie get it removed? No, wait, no, that's the pit thing.
You know, I was going to say, he has a 3 second, not a 5 second.
Yeah, see when he's
Twonk on
you should
mediums.
see that thing. Yeah.
Oh, Twonk's on mediums. So he believes that the softs won't last that long.
It won't last, because, I mean, they last 30 laps when they're warm. But
obviously, they're not qualifying soft tyres, so they should be able to go along. It's not like they're at racing speed, so when we're expecting the safety car in, maybe green flag racing lap 22?
No, I'm not
20? Well, it's only just came out now, so maybe lap 22.
I'm thinking 21 maybe.
21, 22, either way you will have at least 8 laps worth, so...
Looking at where Pids is, it may take a while.
This soft should be okay. And that
the Master can be
no
3 more, so it'll be end of 21. Well, this helps James a lot, because there's no pens, everyone behind him does. Charlie has pens. I mean, I want James
choosing to stay out. That's cool.
James might actually benefit from this a lot.
I want them to do well.
Oh, I'll
'Cause, I
tell you
mean,
what though, Infinity could be on chance for some points as well, because if she can stay with Dylan for the majority of what's left of the race, she could maybe pick a point or two.
Yeah. Yeah, so like I was saying about James, I mean, he has the pace to beat it there, he just doesn't have the consistency per se, but I'll take him though, because if we can't go mediums, he'll be worse off the start. So we're just gonna
It's kind of intense. There's 4 racers looking for a win here. And they're all on the same tires and everything looks like a flunk, but... it's gonna be interesting.
It will be, yeah.
Which one of these 3 will be in the interviews tonight? Or these 4, sorry.
I'd say
5.
which would be 7 maybe. I don't know.
Nah, I don't know about 7. I'm thinking 5. I think James could get in the fight, maybe.
Oh, could you imagine that if Mate just keeps it clean, he ends up on the podium?
It could happen. There could be a huge incident in front, taking out 4 cars, and he could actually make it into 3rd or something like that.
Well, at this point, might as well check the biggest winners and losers, see how the races have gone.
Jesus.
DXS up 6 places, overall best winner. Overall biggest loser at this point is Avalanche. That spin at the start really cost him dear. Dylan being caught in a few mistakes of his own has cost him big time. But Infinity, just trundling around at the back, she's pulled it up to P11, definitely in the cards for a point or 2.
I reckon safety car would be in this out because no one goes on it. He's in like turn 2, but that's enough time to catch up.
Oh yeah, and for the love of God, do not hit anyone. One
You
safety
shouldn't
car
have
comes
mentioned
in.
that. I was going to mention that after the safety car.
This message
Oh yeah! Speaking of you, Division 1, what did you do, Lee?
I lost concentration. That was it.
Oh god, that safety car.
Sure. I've put up to speak. I'm not going to speak of it.
Literally, if you speak, you're in big trouble. I would say who from your teammate. I don't think you have a full-time teammate in Division 1.
No, I mean, I had traveling for Japan, but he came forward, so there you go.
Yeah, so any of the Div 2 guys watching, we are at USA for tomorrow for Division 1. We do have quite a few vacant slots, so the more the merrier, really. Just be sensible.
Would love to have these top 4 in, for sure.
Yeah, with
the green flag racing.
The possibility of Mark Espy in Division 1 taking the title tomorrow if he outscores MDJ by 2 points.
Well, it's tight. Okay, it's all up to race when he goes. When he goes, nobody knows.
Well, at least he's being sensible. He should go after the final corner. Because it's not like he's going to... It's not like... Yeah, he's gone... He's gone... Oh, he's caught DXS snapping. That's brilliant. Brilliant getaway.
Charlie might have a run.
James is actually overtake at the back. Oh my god, really speaking of that.
It's probably not enough from Charlie.
Oh, reason.
He's trying to go down.
James defends it.
That's good, that's nicely defended by James.
Yeah, pretty clean getaway from everyone. To be fair, it's not like... I think Japan, it's quite safe for a safety car restart. Because everyone's going to bunch up anyway at that chicane. And you've got a nice, wide final corner, so...
No one hit each other, it's a miracle.
Yeah, I'm
this is wide.
Oh my god, he's taking
Avalanche. Go for an avalanche, go for it. Ah, come on.
Well, that looks like Twonk... Yeah, Twonk went pretty wide at the hairpin. No, just got past FJW at the back of the grid.
Yeah.
Oh, James is wide. Avalanche is wider.
Like we were saying, I think Raceway got DXF nothing.
Oh, and there's that. Yeah,
Mids.
Oh my god. Haskell.
Oh, Charlie's up behind Twonk. Charlie's up behind Twonk.
Here comes Charlie into the chicane.
On the outside. Oh, you can on the grass a bit.
Oh,
Twonk.
This is battle for position.
Oh my god, James Blake coming 3rd. Let's do
Mate
some clean.
did clear the McLaren, by the way, and Dylan has got past Pids as well. Pids down in
Mate's looking at a
10.
P6 finish, I think. No, it would, yeah, it would be P6. He's looking decent.
Man, FJW and Noja are having a fight. Oh, they're off. They're off.
They're literally mating, trying to get back on the track.
They're both doing lawnmower jobs.
Well,
like stuck
I was
together.
going to say they've done well not to get damage, but FJW has damage. Noja's fine. Really tense at the back of the grid. Obviously, what really have those guys
Oh my
got
god,
to lose?
Charlie
at
wants
the
to run the
back?
outside.
Charlie trying to do the switcheroo at the hairpin.
Obviously now, like with these guys, well, between Tonk and Charlie, at least they're fighting for position between themselves.
Yeah, up at the front you have race behind DXS.
I'm just watching the top 4, or top 5 actually. Because if James holds within 3 seconds of Twonk, he has P3 in the bag.
Yeah, so I'm keeping an eye on Avalanche, please. I'll drop down
Here
to
we
the
go,
other side.
Charlie to the inside! They make
Tonk in the run
contact,
off.
Tonk has to go on.
Oh, Tonk,
That
sure.
Oh,
was-
Charlie has the run. Charlie has the run.
He has no ERS
It's the
though.
fastest lap.
That was Charlie. Here comes Avalanche on the back of
Charlie
Reese.
inside. He's going for it.
Oh my god, these two are battling tooth and nail. Twonk holding it though.
Twonk's holding it.
Into
Charlie.
the S section.
Oh, what a
my
beautiful
God.
move.
What a move by
God
Charlie.
tier move. The thing is, you know, with like this little group all fighting, Mate has actually joined it. He's caught up.
Go on, mate.
Yes, mates.
I imagine everyone in front of him now gets penalty. Mate would be on the podium.
Imagine. It's really heating up here, for sure. Even Dylan and Pidge are starting to join the battle. It's gonna get huge.
It's a massive battle.
It'll be a top 10 battle.
How many penalties?
Apart from, here comes DXS. He's right on the race reins.
Oh, come on.
I believe Dylan got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. I'm surprised it's not been served.
Oh, Jones off.
Come on, man.
Oh, come on,
do it.
James. Yes.
Yeah,
I'm cheering James on.
yeah, he's going to start holding up his teammate
Here
now.
comes
So
DXS.
Christian Horner's got to make a call now.
Front to a bat, and then here we go. DXS, he's going for it this time. Go on, DXS.
Oh, his overtakes on.
He's activating
He's
the
gaining,
overtake.
he's
Raceway
gaining,
coming in the middle of the
he's
track,
gaining,
he's
he's
doing.
gaining, he's
Force him
gaining around
outside.
the outside. He's trying to hold it.
He's gonna hold it. Go on.
Ah, he's got it.
What a move! What a move by DXS, and that's deserving of a race win.
Holy crap, that was amazing.
Pitch, you had a stroke.
I did.
Do what?
I even a voice crack there.
DXS, the commitment just shows why he deserves to be where he is.
The amount of limit he was on in that corner trying to overtake was
That's
crazy.
When we sit on the limit, I was literally on the limit.
Like, he just turned in and held it, like, the
Reese
whole
with
corner.
another penalty.
Ooh. Come on, James, come on.
Don't jinx him.
I want him to win so bad.
And now it's just a matter of DXS not bottling.
To be fair, well, Raceway just left a bit too much space going for turn 2. Should just hung Maps dry.
I'm pretty sure he squeezed GXS enough there, but GXS, he sent it, really. Absolute send.
He sended it.
2 Red Bulls are scrapping.
No teammate orders there. GXS, fastest lap.
He's on it. He's on a bloody mission. He wants fastest lap. Apart from holding what's maximum points he can get, and looks like the moment he's getting them.
Now, James, if he stays behind Charlie for 3 seconds, he will get third, but
It doesn't seem
It'd
like
be
at the
interesting if he
moment
got
he's
past
gonna
him.
go.
you know, it'd be heartbreaking though if James got a penalty. He's getting a penalty right now.
Don't jinx it.
Well, you're gonna jinx it,
I
man.
imagine he's probably going to cry if he gets
No.
his podium.
He has no moments, don't worry about it at all.
He has no warnings at all.
No. No.
Oh, yellow flag.
Okay,
No
that's,
infinity.
Alpha. No.
Oh, she...
Keep going,
I reckon
come on.
She would have got points, I think.
Oh.
That's unfortunate.
Nah, it's actually
Apparently,
good. She was unfortunate.
apparently using the last bit of his overtake, he wants it. I don't know if he's going to get it.
Well, Reese has had a mistake just before spitting. Is that his teammate back through? The Avalanche is all over him.
Right behind him. Avalanche might have another take.
No, he's
Safety's
run out of
slipstream.
ERS.
Yeah, he's completely out. Oh, he's had the back of him a bit.
We've got
There we
about
go.
5
Another
cars in
round.
one frame.
Our old mate has no penalties, so he could jump up pretty high here.
Oh, he's going
He's-
to jump up very high with the way it's going.
Yeah, P5 on the cards, right?
Oh, Dylan Avalanche. Now watch them to making contact. Dylan, don't be chilling that. He doesn't go for the move constantly.
Oh, our old mate has a good wide entrance. Nothing to make of it though. James might actually get past Charlie here. 2 laps left. DXS, I gotta say, is lit a drive from him this race from 8th, I think it was either 6th or 8th place. I think it was 8th place actually.
He's my driver of the day.
Definitely.
Probably will get it as well
Yeah.
because he started 8th, didn't he?
Yeah.
Another driver though, I'd call it driver of the day, is probably James if he takes this away.
And mate as well if he keeps up.
Oh, maybe he jumps up a few positions too is a contender for sure.
Where did he qualify? He qualified 10th. I think he should have
Something
been
like- I think the game is going to say...
Oh, James, I have a
DXS.
run here, James! Ah, okay.
James doesn't need to risk it. I think he knows this. He doesn't need to risk anything. He just needs to keep the car on the track.
It's the last lap.
He's DXS. Watch James. He actually is going to go for it.
Yeah,
He's
he
going
hasn't
for
got
it.
enough ERS. He can try.
Oh,
Charlie just isn't logging, but
Charlie just doesn't want to deal with it right now.
I've just watched the DXS to the SF and it's so smooth, so satisfying to watch.
I can't forget, were there any 5-second time penalties on their safety car?
No.
No.
That's good to hear.
I believe in miracles.
I think the only... Oh, Avalanche will the penalty.
Come on now,
The only
mate.
thing we really might need to look at would be the instant between Gravity and Collins, unless if
Yes.
either of them want to...
Dylan and Reese.
Oh yeah. But apart from that, hopefully a quiet one for the stewards.
But anyway, we have to go more with DXS. He's coming out of spoon now.
Yeah,
I mean-
DXS.
He was
Across the
ballsy.
line.
It worked. I mean, the move in turn 1 is an absolute class move. He's going to come to the chicane now. DXS. He's coming close and close to the crown. He's going to cross the line to win. Once again here in Division 2, Raceway will come across in P2. Charlie will take net P3, but it will be James taking his first podium of the season. And
Oh!
Losing's
Charlie not
probably
happy.
good
Here we go,
measure.
here
Where's
comes
mate
mate
gonna
coming
finish?
P5.
Oh, nice
Bravo,
one.
bravo. What
Mate
a
deserves
race.
that.
That race was so much better than I expected it to be. Jesus.
Turns out Twonk's medium tire idea didn't pay off that well. James was 50 seconds behind halfway through, now he's on the podium.
Ooh, Infinity having the tank tap at the chicane. Come on, Lash,
What
just
else?
drag back to the
Charlie.
line.
Charlie's penalty, fortunately,
There we
got
go.
him off the podium. And F in the chat for his championship hopes.
Could I have one of you guys screenshot the result, by the way, and then have it sent to the Discord server? Send it to the stewards chat. Or admin chat, one of the two, I don't mind.
Selfie. Screen shutted. DXS only a few seconds off his quality time there.
What a race. Like I said, that was an unexpected outcome, but I'm happy it did.
Yep.
I'm really quite well for the stewards. What was that penalty Dylan got? Speeding in the pit lane, I'm surprised that he didn't serve that.
I'm just got a mess off James.
I'm just happy for Earl, mate. He deserves that P5.
Well, the race run down then. DXS takes win for Racing Point and the fastest lap from 8th on the grid. Raceway P2 for Renault. James back on the podium. P3 for Williams. Charlie P4, Mate P5, Tonk P6, Reese 7th, Pids 8th, Avalanche 9th, Dylan 10th, Nhrl 11th, FJW 12th, Infinity 13th, and the non-finishers were Carps, Gravity, and Collins.
I'm getting podium in there. Hold on.
Good.
Yeah, I can't wait to talk to
DXS.
Just I gotta cool down for a second. That was pretty intense. Jesus.
That was a mad. Like I said, Japan offered up more than I expected from a personal point of view.
Until you got to hear James on the podium.
Oh yeah, I'm so happy for him. I really am.
Yeah. When playing the session, he wasn't even
It's his
in
first
the
podium
race.
this season. He's left it quite late, but
We got to talk to him. Let's invite him.
I've invited them all, so I'll message James. I can message James on Discord.
It was a pretty long one, but those last few laps made it go rather quicker than it should have gone.
We do have James here. We just need the DXS. She does always take a minute or two to join, so
Yeah.
give him this. There he is.
Yeah.
Man of the moment. Okay. Is everyone's voices on share?
Yes. Yeah. Okay, good.
Alright,
Yeah.
so start off immediately. James, P3.
Yes.
I mean, it's been a very long time coming, and I think thoroughly deserved. I know it's like only a few penalties, but it really does pay off at the end. Just takes for your race perspective. How was that for you?
I'm literally dripping in sweat right now.
We were to see.
I don't know, it was like my racing recently has gone downhill. I haven't really been finishing that high up, but you know, this week I just put my mind to it, you know, stuck in there, and thankfully I got a podium.
15 seconds behind, I believe, Charlie before the safety car. That safety car really brought you back into the podium contention. How was it just like trying to stick behind Charlie, and just how was that whole pressure and all that building on you?
Honestly, it was like wearing me down really, because I was kept seeing like the gap when I was on the hards, and it would like extend each lap, and the guy behind me was catching me, so I was sort of stressing like, am I on the right strategy here? And then, you know, the safety car come out. I was like, right, do I choose the mediums or do I choose the softs? And then I waited, saw that Charlie went onto the softs. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go with the softs. Thankfully it paid off, but towards the end, I saw he was battling with Twonk. Those two had an incident in turn 1. Charlie ended up with a penalty, and I was just like, well, if I can keep within 3 seconds of both of them, I'm going to get myself a podium. There's no need for me to try and overtake him, you know, just stay with him and then just get that podium without really fighting him for it.
I do have a question. James, at the end of that race, how were the tyres? Because I know up here in Comms we were thinking that the tyres would drop off significantly at the end, but just how were they? In the last few laps?
Honestly, they felt great. I didn't really look at the tyres, to be honest. I was more concentrated on keeping up with Charlie because he was making a lot of mistakes. I know he broke his wing on the pit entry. He went too close to the wall and broke part of his wing. But it was mostly just focusing on not missing an apex, you know, not spinning, and just keeping up with him, really, rather than my tyres. But that last lap, towards the end, it was sort of iffy. I could feel it was going as well. But I did wear down my engine a bit. I kept it enriched the entire last lap to try and overtake him. And the last straight, I just had like no power left out of the engine.
Yeah, great race from James. Raceway.
Yes, hello.
Connor, would you like to start off?
You ready?
Yeah, probably going to be gutted with P2, but I'll tell you what, 10 out of 10 for just holding on as long as you did. You put up a really good fight. You're proud of yourself for that, but was it that one move that DXS pulled off? Like, were your tyres falling away? How come you couldn't hold on anymore?
First to say, I was just really pleased with my race as a whole. I thought I did really well. Obviously, it's a bit gutting to not get the win when I was leading for the overwhelming majority of the race, but you know, I had good fun keeping the excess behind. He's such a difficult person to fight and to keep behind, and you know, you've got to hand it to him. That's a hell of a move that he pulled off. I left him a little bit. I tried to stay in the middle of the track, reduce.
Yeah, we'll get on to that later, please.
I tried to stay in the middle of the track, but he just.
That was the highlight.
He just. I was just like, fair play. You know, he deserves this win. I made it really hard, but made sure that it could all be done fairly. I didn't want any contact. I didn't want to be going off the track. Didn't want any spins. So you know, I'm just really. You know, it's a really enjoyable thing when you can have a good battle, and sometimes you just gotta accept someone else is faster, and they've just pulled off an incredible overtake.
Yeah, actually, I mentioned this in the race too. Your overall season from Australia all the way to now, you've just been gaining like better and better momentum, and now you're fighting for wins and everything. Just how was your whole season as a whole, going from somewhere in the top 5 to a possible top 3 driver?
I think it's been a bit of a mixed. Well, I think I've been quite consistent, to be fair, but I've never shone too much. The only race I can really think of was China, was my first victory, coming through the field to win there, but I don't think the excess was there. And then it's just been steady. I think I've probably got the most podiums out of anyone. It's just steadiness,
Yes.
and I think that's the key. I try really hard not to get penalties. I got 2 warnings this race. I got 1 warning, I believe, and that was on the first lap. Because not having a penalty just will shoot you up the order, as James found out today.
And definitely our mate too. We went from like P9 to P5, I believe, something like that. Pretty crazy. Yeah, nice job breaking the 3rd place threshold there on Raceway.
Yeah, cheers.
Alright, race winner, DXS, another step closer. Are you just thinking about sealing the title? Hopefully next week at Qatar it will be mathematically possible, or are you just taking it one step at a time?
I think I'm just taking one race at a time, just enjoying it. I was actually pleasantly surprised that Raceway was giving me a bit of a fight for my money, so honestly I'm just looking forward to more of that. I really enjoyed that, and hopefully some of the other guys can keep up with us. I know Charlie and Twonk and even Avalanche had some good pace, but I think they maybe got unlucky with the safety cars and maybe a bit of strategy. But I'm excited.
Yeah. The excess, this is like the highlight. We were all going pretty much crazy ourselves. That move around the outside, we were like just astonished about it. Like,
We were amazed.
yeah. I think you'd want to watch the race replay because you'd be really happy when you saw our how we went over there.
I rewatched
So
all the
how did
streams.
that whole move just play out? Because that was like,
Well, honestly,
Historical.
I after the safety car restart, I thought I had the pace to keep with Raceway, and I thought that he would use a bit of his ERS to try and pull away and try and get out the DRS. So I kind of just sat back and I waited. I still had to save a bit of fuel, so I was just sitting back waiting, and then I think he maybe lost the back end, and it allowed me to get right up onto the back of him. And I just saw that opportunity, and I thought, okay, let me try go for it. Let me see what I can do. And I saw him go a little bit defensive, and I know there's a little bit more grip on the outside. So I thought, let me just throw it in, and if it doesn't work, it's fine. I'll let him go. And luckily, it stuck, and I managed to pull it off.
yeah, it was great.
Really good racing. Action-packed, to say the least. I don't think we were expecting it to be as dramatic as it was, but really well done to the top three. Like I said in the stream, Division 1 tomorrow, head to Circuit of the Americas for the United States Grand Prix. Mark Espy could win the title if he outscores MGJ by 2 points. The more the merrier. All Div 2 drivers are welcome. If you want to maybe witness or be a part of that, then please either watch or take part in the race, preferably. As for Division 2 activity, you guys will be heading to Circuit Americas next week. But looking at the weather, there is a 50-50 chance of rain.
Whoa, wait, what?
Yeah,
In the middle
it's,
of the desert.
I thought it was
make it
snow
exciting.
at the moment.
well, put it this way, Wednesday is like as accurate as a Google forecast can be. Wednesday is expected to be thunderstorms, Thursday raining, but then Friday dry, so it might be a bit cloudy, but don't count out Circuit Americas being completely dry. As of other Nhrl activity, final call for the World Endurance Championship. I need the guys who are interested to put the names down so we can sort the driver roster out, and the sooner that happens, the sooner we can get it started. Anyone else got anything to add?
No, apart from wait, I will do the calculations to figure out mathematically how the assessment championship next week, but that's all.
I think he needs to win it, and regardless of pole or fastest lap, if DXS wins, and Raceway needs to finish lower than 8th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much have this in the bag.
He's gonna make it tough. It's fun. I'm excited.
I thought, to be honest, I thought you've already you could have sealed it with a P1 today. I don't know how many races are left. I thought you were like 100
It's
points
4,
ahead.
but with
it's
like
4, is it?
with 4 code to Mexico,
Mexico.
Brazil, Abu Dhabi.
forgot
So,
about
but
Mexico.
with Division 2's point system, the bonus points for like pole and fastest lap, it's another 12 that are on offer. So
Yeah.
he needs like a 112 point advantage.
Well, hopefully Charlie will get a bit feisty with you, DXS.
It's
Yes,
not Charlie who needs to do it. Charlie's third in the standings. You need to do it, mate.
Yeah.
You're second.
Oh, no, but Charlie can take him out and I can win the 4 races.
Stuart, you're hearing this? You're hearing this?
Can't do anything unless it actually happens.
Oh, come on!
We are in Renault after all. We're in the Renault car. What do you expect?
Well, yeah, we are heading to USA, and inciting violence is the hot topic, so it might happen.
Yes, it's fun. We're still fighting for constructors, so can't give up any points.
Yeah, the constructors is going to be is getting tasty.
Yes.
Yeah,
Watching
you
that.
slowly catching. Anyway,
I
I'm
thought
going to
it was
round it
gone
off here.
after
Thanks
Singapore.
again, guys. So we'll see you next week in the United States. Have a great week. See you next time.